Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another fragrance rotation video for the week ending the 29th of June, 2025. Scandalous. That is right, my friends. Once again, I have returned to you, this time with another fragrance rotation video. And this week, it has been weird. It's still weird because there are two birds having a right old natter outside my window. They want to shut the fuck up. Anyway. State of it. Anyway. It's been raining most of the week. It's been cloudy. It's been horrible. It couldn't have been any more different than it has been today. You know? It's still been warm though. Very strange. Very, very strange weather. Unusual, if you will. So, some of my choices reflect that it's been a bit more cold, and we will start as we always do, my friends, at the beginning. You know, and on Monday I wore this Ocean Rain by Mario Valentino, more specifically Ocean Rain by Edmund Rudnitska, the last Rudnitska. The famous last Rudnitska. I've been trying to back this up again. So I've got 100ml after this. As you can see, I've put a fat dent in this because it's glorious. It's absolutely immense. It smells a lot like Diorella by Dior, which is not unexpected, let's be honest. It's resinous. It's got a rose, balsamic, slightly tart heart. It's a tart with a heart, you know. It's green at the top. It's got lavender. It's rich. A little bit of incense as well. Very, very resinous. A summer amber, but it also has this kind of salty. Someone said petrichor, and I can't stop smelling it now. I can't unsmell that shit, you know? It's got that kind of salty earth, parched, starchy earth, you know? And I really like that about it. And somehow, even though it's thick and resinous and a little bit syrupy, it just works. It just works for summer. It's gorgeous. It's very vintage smelling as well. It smells like a fragrance from the 70s, 80s, you know? Some oak moss too, of course. So, that was Monday. Tuesday, I wore one of my very favourite. Sorry, there just seems to be a little bit of the Ocean Rain seems to be on the side of the bottle, and I'm worried there's a leak. Because that is a splash. Maybe it was sticky though. It wasn't like it was wet and runny. Anyway. Tuesday. Christ, I've nearly finished this bottle. Terrifying. Tuesday. I wore this. This is Francesco Smalto Pour-Homme. And I love this. I absolutely love it. It's a proper Italian fougere. It has that really unusual twist at the top of having like that aniseed, anise kind of vibe, a little twist at the top, a little bit spicy, aromatic, you know. There's a huge, gorgeous, clean lavender in there as well, which is then juxtaposed against the patchouli and the oak moss in the base, but it's a smoky oak moss, and there's like a leather there too, so it's like dark black Italian leather jacket, a little bit rough, but very chic, worn in. It's gorgeous. It's just one of the great unheralded vintage fragrances in the fragrance community in general, which isn't interested in vintage fragrances as much anymore, which is a good thing for us, the people that enjoy vintage fragrances. But it's also unheralded in the vintage fragrance community itself. So in a niche within a niche. That hasn't got the love that like a Koros or an Antaeus or a... It's probably not as... Well, is it as good as those fragrances? It's much easier to wear, you know, and it's very individual. Maybe it should get some more love. I do love it, though. I got a really good deal on about 12 30ml bottles of it, you know. So that's good. There are two different versions. Always try and get the one that's got the smooth gold bit there. There's another one that's got a ribbed gold bit for your pleasure, you know. Okay, we'll go to a completely different fragrance on Wednesday. And I wore Epice Volue, as it's called on the websites. It's not actually recognised as Lupin Volue. Apparently this fragrance never existed, so they only call it Epice Volue because that's the new name for it. The girl on with changing the names in the bottles, they're monsters for doing that shit. Like, they need to fuck off with that. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Just settle down. Just settle down. This has a lovely, spicy, fresh, warm, kind of comforting kind of smell, you know? It's very calming. And it's very calming to me because of the sandalwood. I get a lot of sandalwood in this, you know? It's friendly, it's soft, it doesn't project a lot, which is what I want from it, you know? Some coriander, sage, quite clean, you know? It's got that kind of... Has it got the Guerlainard? I don't know that it's got the Guerlainard. I wouldn't say it had, but it does have part of it. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. It's got like this benzoine sandalwood creamy clean sort of thing going on. I always wear this in the summer. I don't think it's necessary. Is it a summer fragrance? A little bit. Yes. But I like to wear it in the summer. You know, you could probably wear this whenever you wanted. You know, it never gets too thick. It never gets too fresh and light and silly. It's just a really good smelling perfume, you know. I do like to lay it on thick, though, because the projection's not great. Those bottles are going for fucking silly money now. There's actually one on eBay at the minute for not silly money, which I may buy. I don't know. Maybe I will buy it. Maybe not. Do I need to? Not really. Okay. Next up. What day is it? Thursday. On Thursday it got a bit warmer again, but not so warm that I couldn't wear something with a bit of roundness to it. And so I wore Nexon. The top of this fragrance is incredible. I absolutely love it. I love this fragrance. The top, though, is very, very, very interesting. When you first spray it, you get this massive lemony, sparkly, ambergris bergamot sort of thing, you know? It's almost like a creed in that way, like a vintage creed. It sparkles, it shines, and then you get the warmth and the roundness from the iris and the sandalwood in there. But that sparkle from the ambergris stays all the way through. It's a very clean ambergris on me. You get a little bit of a tonka. There's geranium. I get a lot of geranium from this too. So it's quite fresh, almost minty. It's got more of a minty texture. I can't explain what I mean by that. It's got like a minty texture. Oh, it's so good though. It's so good. It to me, it's got a little bit of the Pavarotti vibe in that it smells happy. You know, it smells outgoing. It smells happy. It smells kind of like you wanna be around someone who smelled like that. Really good fragrance. backup. I think I've got one, maybe two backups. Okay. Next up, Friday. On Friday, I wore something I haven't worn in a long time. And the last time I wore it wasn't this bottle. And this is Ultra Zest. Ultra Zest by Amen. It was cold. It was actually cold on Friday. It felt cold. And I thought, I need something with a bit more heft. I thought, what can I wear? And then I spotted this. I mean, how could you not? You know, look at it. It's absolutely massive. This is, would you believe, a Quentin Biche. He did some work with Jacques Hochlier, and this came out 10 years ago. I do not believe it. It's hard, you know. It's hard. Getting old is hard. Well, this is a 10-year-old fragrance now. I remember when this first came out, like. Has the Amen DNA. That was another thing that was a big thing about 10 years ago in the fragrance community. The Amen DNA debate. As we all got sick of hearing it and saying it, you know. But it's the Amen DNA of patchouli, coffee, vanilla, lavender, tonka, mint, but with orange, tangerine in there. And it's gorgeous. Somehow it works. Somehow it works. I remember everybody used to say it smelled like an orange creamsicle. And I get that. Like that vanilla kind of orange thing. The two things you think shouldn't work together, but somehow they do. The juxtaposition of the citrus against the creamy aspect of the vanilla patchouli sort of thing. It's really good, this, actually. Just surprised that this is what designers used to smell like 10 years ago. But when you think about it, it's 10 years. It's a long time. It's the difference between 1997 and 2007. And the world was a very different place. So, of course, the world's a different place between 2015 and 2025. Bizarre, isn't it? Time. I remember this kit coming out, man. Oh, God. Okay, next up, I wore something completely left field. Now, this was a strange one, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not sure I altogether enjoyed this. This is Gris Clair by Sir Gluten. This is lavender, incense, tonka bean. The lavender note in this reminded me of a Smalto fragrance. Not Smalto Pour Homme, but just something called Smalto. That's what it was called. Smalto. And it's got this really weird bottle, as most of the Smaltos are. One of them is just a fucking cock. But the lavender note in it smells like a little bit like steamed or hot. The incense, I don't like the way the incense and the lavender go together. I need to wear it again, spend like proper time with it, you know? Like, this is one of my first wearings of this. I put quite a bit on, and Serge Lutens challenging, you know. I didn't regret putting it on, but I think for lavender and incense, I would rather wear Encens Élevant, which is also a Serge Lutens fragrance. It's kind of weird that they make both, you know. Why do they make Encens Élevant and Gris Clair? They're very different, though. Very different. But I prefer, after trying them both, I much prefer Gris Clair. So we'll see how it goes in future, friends. I need to wear that more to try and wrap my head around it so I can get more out of it when I'm wearing it, you know. Serge-Luton has the power to do that to you. It's just such an outrageous house. Okay, last, my scent of the day. My scent of the day, I had no such problems with compared to the Gris Clair. This is Musc Moderne by Darren Allen, who doesn't ship to the UK and doesn't sell to us, but people in America rave about him, and I actually really, really enjoy this. I was sent a sample set by Michael Harness. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well. Haven't heard much from you recently. It was launched during the 2020s, apparently. I don't really recognise a lot of the notes in the pyramid. I'll tell you what I get. I think this is a bit like Millicim Imperial. That's what this is like. It's like a fresh lemon bergamot, rosy, rosy kind of fragrance, but then it's got the Creed dry down. It's got the ambergris, sandalwood, white musk thing going on, and it's gorgeous, and it really does smell like Millicim Imperial. I thought about sending some of this to the Fragrance Apprentice and saying, oh, do you like this version of Millicim Imperial? I've got to see what he says. He probably just tells us to fuck off and say it's not that, but you know what I mean. Really, really good, this, if I'm being honest. Prices are a bit outrageous, I'm not going to lie. But I love it. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, everybody. And we'll see you all again soon.